SkillStruct Presents.
Why don't you talk to us about your journey getting into the technology industry? Because I guess you didn't go through the conventional, you studied computer science through university, and then you went on to a grad program. You kind of went a different route, and it would be great to educate or tell the listeners what that route was.
Of course. So I got my first introduction to coding in 2017, October 2017. I always say the month because it was my birthday month. I'm a Libra, so I always mention that.
I'm a Libra too, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, are you? Oh my gosh, I love that. So when I got my first introduction to coding, I was in my second year of my degree and I was doing business and French language. Honestly, when I went to do the degree, I went about it the wrong way. Normally, when you enter education, it's like, I know exactly what I'm going to do. This is the career path I want to go for, and this is why I'm doing this degree. Whereas at that time, I went the other way around, where I went and did this degree thinking that I would find something for me to do because I genuinely didn't know what it was that I wanted to do. So when I got to do the course, it was only once a week with Code First Girls, and it just kind of, as weird as it might sound and as cliche as it might sound, it really just kind of unlocked something within me. I always knew I was a creative person, and it kind of made me see that this was the career that I wanted to do. I wanted to learn more about what coding was, what you can do with it, and what I wanted to do with it. So fast forward a year, Code First Girls did a program with a major telecommunications company here in the UK. And it gave myself and about just under 30 women and non-binaries and taught us how to code basically. It was a 4-month program. I was in my final year of my degree, and the program would give us the opportunity to also interview for a job with that company, but I didn't know whether I was going to get it or not. So I was balancing my weekdays doing this program and my weeknights going to uni 4 nights a week, which was incredibly stressful and very tiring, but it paid off in the end. And I was offered a job after passing assessments and completing projects, etc. on the program. I dropped out of uni and I moved from London to Belfast in Northern Ireland. Didn't know anyone out there. Never thought I'd be living out there, very random. And that's where I got into tech. And things changed from that point because I realized that I was the only Black person in the building of about 600, an estimated about 600 people in head office. And I was the only Black person. And from sharing my experience of being the only one in a building full of people and how lonely it was, I didn't realize just how impactful that was. And then that just changed the trajectory of my career from that point, realizing that sharing my experiences and being vulnerable about that would have an impact on so many people. So yeah, it's been quite a random journey, honestly, and not very conventional. I went from wanting to be a children's psychodynamic therapist and graduated with a certificate in counseling, to then suddenly working in DevOps and coding and still trying to figure out what it is I'm actually doing every day, because you're literally learning every single day, like, what is this?
Yeah, it's amazing.
But yeah, that's my journey.
Cool.
This is a SkillStruct presentation. If you like what you hear and see, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.